Good morning from Sacred Space at Titania's Realm. It's another grey, rainy day, but what can you do? It's a strange season we're having. And I'm not long out of bed. I'm sleeping on my couch like a recalcitrant husband these days. Oh, I forgot to shut the door, keep the cool in. Because it's too hot in my bedroom and I've got to buy two new fans, one for my bedroom and one for Charlie's room. And I'm stretching my money at the moment, so I'm just living like a hobo, same thing, in my couch at the moment. And the situation hopefully will be rectified soon because I miss my bed. But anyway, it's been so scathing hot, I would have had to have slept in here anyway, even with having a fan in my room, because it's just steamy, man. So yeah, I'm not long out of bed. It's now 11 a.m. Make a wish to the angels. What do we wish for? That's actually 3 wishes, but oh well, while I'm in the zone, I might as well be a bit greedy and ask for what I really need. I got a text from the Mater Hospital Urology Department, and they've booked me in for an appointment for the 11th of March, which is astonishing because my private urologist told me it would take 12 months to get a booking. So once again, I have some angel looking after me, trying to make sure that I get the Botox treatment that I'm actually scared of. But I'm scared of all treatments. Makes no difference what you want to tweak my body with. They all have consequences and side effects and potential risks. So anyway, I'll go and see them and see. At least I'll be on their books and in their system, and I'll be then eligible for Botox under Medicare rather than have my handsome, beautiful, generous psychiatrist paying for everything, which he told me at our last session he wants to do. He wants to get me underway and start the treatment, but I'm hesitant. It's a lot of money, and it's not actually his job to fix the bladder problem, just saying. He says it is because my mental health is spiralling under, which it is indeed. Even I can acknowledge that, but it's only spiralling under from the chronic exhaustion, from the chronic peeing all night. So not good. I was up 3 times last night, so it's all very draining, but they were spaced out, 1 hourly and then 3 hourly, so I was getting blocks of sleep in between, and I got a block of sleep this morning, good solid 3 hours. So from 6 till 10, so good solid 4 hours. Anyway, it is what it is. The life of the psychedelic dreamer. There were a few dreams. I'm conscious that I had dreams, but I don't remember any of them, which is not good because I usually remember at least one of my dreams. But too exhausted. So I worked on my beautiful snake bracelet yesterday, and I kept failing with one of the rock crystal cages, just wouldn't solder down. I tried 4 times. So today, after I finish this video, I'll be going in and trying to solder that down. And it's frustrating because I'm almost finished with it, and I've just got this one bit that just resists. So anyway, once that's done, I'll be able to finish it off and polish it up and wear it in good health, right? Do you want to see it? I know, you've seen it. I made a video yesterday showing it. Let's not be boring and repetitive, Tanya. But anyway, I am very proud of my learning these new skills and my efforts at Gives me a bit of self-esteem, except when pieces like that keep failing. I had a bit of an epic tantrum last night because I'm tired. I'm doing all this in a state of exhaustion with a very difficult bladder, and I'm fucking tired. But, Charlie, yes, there will be dancing on Friday night unless I get so utterly exhausted that I can't drag myself out. Why is my hair doing weird things? So anyway, there will be dancing, and there will be supercharging, and there will be flying in the face of my own, vulnerability and illnesses and weakness, as I have done for almost 59 years. So, pat on the shoulder for being cool and intrepid and powerful in my core and choosing life against all the odds. But Jesus. And yes, so that's my little musing this morning. We continue with my readings of even date, 30th of January 2024 it is now. From Strange, she's hanging her ass over, she hasn't done a poo yet, so I'm waiting for this big monstrous poo to just pile down on my personage. Sorry. From strange discoveries and messages from ghoulish past enemies to dancing and rejoicing and pursuing a new hobby. Blossoming after the abject horror of previous decades. Astounding. It is astounding when you really look at the big picture, what I've come through on my own. This morning I woke up and, I woke up at 10:21 exactly. And I actually had this slight ache where I actually missed my elder daughter. And I thought, it's just so awful that I've been abandoned because I'm weak and vulnerable. It's just awful, but what can you do? That's the young, and probably another side effect of lack of empathy and genuine care from this, right? No, you have a choice in how you treat your mother. You have a choice at any given time in how you behave towards your mother. Anyway, life goes on. I'm doing it alone. And being alone is actually preferential than being around someone that's unkind and doesn't have my back, just saying. Imagine if I really were terminal, how I'd be feeling right now. I mean, I thought I was. I really did think I was, or I wouldn't have said that to her, that I thought I might be dying. Well, we're all dying. Every day is a process of dying. It's also a process of revivifying and regenerating and clutching at love and life and beginning again and growing and moving forward and healing till the day comes when you're done and your body can't regenerate anymore and your number's up. Wow, how many times has my number come up? They've called my number up more often than a bloody bingo card in a bingo hall. And still I rise, and still I rise, still I rise. So, Mama T, that is me, will not be underestimating her ability to heal her body, mind and spirit anymore. I've done it a multitude of times, as many other humans on this planet. We are amazing, magical creatures, and we should give ourselves more credit that we are powerful and incredible healers and choosing life each day, even falling in love with ourselves and life again and again and again in my Soylent Grey neighbourhood that is epically depressing. The bastards. It's starting to enrage me, especially when the skies are grey and I've got to look at a thick bit grey. All right, mindfulness. Focus on something lovely, Tanya. You're colourful, Charlie. Let's look at you, kid. Even your half body is grey because you pull out your feathers, you mad cow. Oh, anyway, she wants to be Soylent Grey too. It's actually Soylent Green, but work with me, babies. You know what I'm talking about here. We're just going to be harvested like lice, Charlie. They've opened up. Every house that's painted themselves grey has announced to the enemy, whoever that enemy might be, AI overlords or alien overlords. We've submitted. We want you to harvest us. Take us. And this little house will come and fly over like the blood on the Pesach, the Passover lintel. No, leave her. She's got trees everywhere and she's colourful. I wonder if that will work that way. I highly doubt it. It's just my imagination running rampant, right? It's because I'm trying not to die right now. Oh, dear goddess. I'm just looking for my fan. It's actually still hot in here, even though I've got it on 25 degrees. It must be the heat coming off the window that makes me hotter. Because, you know, science, people. Science. Oh, anyway. Here we are again. Another day in paradise. And living the dream. Living the psychedelic dream. What are we going to dream of today, Charlie? Yesterday we were banging on about Snow White, minus the 7 dwarfs. But I did have, no offence to little people, this is a true story though, I did have a little person that was hot for me at the casino that did invite me to come to visit him in Dubai, meet his father. I was like, you don't even know me. Oh, we'll only go for a week. I said, you're trying to kill your father, aren't you? He says, why? And I went, because I'm Jewish and your father's from Dubai. He owns a shopping centre. You want to bring this little Jewish girl home and give your father a fucking heart attack and inherit everything. And he just smiled at me and went, oh, yes, I do. I was like, oh, dear goddess. Anyway, I didn't go to Dubai with him because he could get a bit sleazy with me from time to time. I actually had to slap him down one time. I thought, no, I don't want that. It's not my boyfriend. It's just some guy at the casino. Never actually asked me out on a date either. But he asked me to Dubai. I guess that is a kind of a date, isn't it? A week in Dubai with a virtual stranger was a pretty good offer. It's probably the best offer I'd had in that casino, actually. But anyway, he was a very depressed man too. And with my depression and his depression. And it probably wouldn't have gone so well. But he danced with me often at the casino. And it was very sweet and endearing at times. One time I was dancing with him. He's a natural dwarf, people. And as in he had dwarfism. And then I was dancing on the left hand. And I'm a short, fat hobbit. So I'm not much taller than him. And so this is the picture. I want you to have the picture, right? My friend, my dwarfish friend on my right. Me, the short, fat hobbit on the left, dressed in my corset and a beautiful big gypsy skirt with my beautiful studded stiletto boots I used to wear, right? Big flower in my hair, fully made up, looking flamboyant. And on the left of me was my tiny, tiny little Filipino friend, Carmen, who worked for the casino. And so we're all tiny. We're all short and tiny, except Carmen's slim and Nibor was slimish but stocky, and I'm very Viking, Teutonic and Germanic looking, fat in the middle. And I had one under each arm and we're just dancing around in this sort of semicircle. And then I looked up, we were a bit drunk too, the three of us. And then which is rare that I get drunk, by the way, so I must have been dealing with some awful shit and let myself deliberately get a bit drunk. And but I look up, my dwarf friend under one arm and my beautiful Carmen under the other arm, and I look up and there was a whole semicircle of the crowd, all the people at the Live Wire bar, standing as if they were watching a circus show, like they were all like those. And I look, what are they doing? Why aren't they dancing with us? And why are they all staring at us like that, right? Completely oblivious to how peculiar we all looked. So I looked to my right, looked at Nibor, he's smiling up at me. And I looked to the left, looked at Carmen, she's smiling. We were completely oblivious. And then I threw my head, I looked down at myself and I looked at the crowd and they're like, because they've realised that I've realised, the eyes will go. And it was hilarious. I mean, it was weird but hilarious. And I threw my head back and I laughed and I laughed and I laughed. And Nibor says to me, "What are you laughing at, Tanya?" I said, "Oh, mate," I said, "I look like the ringmaster in a circus tent." And I said, "Because we're all really, really short." And he looked at me and he went, "Oh my God." And I went, "Yeah, if I had my top hat on," which I didn't have it on that night, I said, "That's what they're thinking." And he looked at me and he nodded. Because, we've got to be real. When you're a short person, you know that people look at you differently. You're othered. So anyway, and we looked at each other and then we all, and I went, so I tell Carmen what I just told Nibor, and she looks at me and she went, "Oh my God." But then we all laughed and we handed up even more because we thought, fuck them. But yeah, I've drunk my tea already. Very thirsty this morning, very thirsty. So yeah, so anyway, that was then, and this is now, and I'm still Snow White, but I don't have any dwarves around me, and I don't have any other people in my team. I go dancing alone and I come home alone. Whatever happens between that time is anarchy and chaos, but I'm staying on my own, people. He wasn't toxic on the dance space, and neither was Carmen. They were very lovely to me. But I had so much toxicity in that previous dance space that I reverted back to my lone wolfism, which was come on my own, go alone, and not give a fuck what anyone else thinks of me, right? It's just too much horror. So I had to look at the back of my iPhone case. I've got the sunlight streaming through and it looked like a camera light was on, but it isn't. So anyway, so I digress about the Snow White thing. Yesterday was Snow White. Today, who am I today? I'll be Rapunzel, and they'll have to call at my front gate and have me let down my hair. Living in fairy tale world, darling. The fairy tale world, and still my king has not arrived in my life yet. Oh well, the king parrots come to see me from time to time. That's the right kind of royalty that I want to invite to my sacred space, of the beautiful, soulful, birdie kind. So I post a photo here of my very first attempts at working on transmuting can you see it? Oh, here it is, a fork. So I turned it into a kind of an octopus, but one bit melted off, and so I had to make the best of a situation. But it was my first attempt at silversmithing, which I started off with flatware, and there's an amazing story to how that started. That was magical. Hopefully I wrote about it here so I don't have to repeat it to you ad nauseum. But anyway, 30th of January 2023. So that was back in today of 2021. So we're not there yet, people. Okay, 11:11 p.m. Time to rest. My shoulder, where the skin cancer was excised, hurts. I'm getting my hair done tomorrow. Where are you going, Charlie? No, you can't get into that. Just stay up here, please. Message from the angels. Keep smiling, stay pretty, hold the line, dance. Take time to heal all wounds. Allow. Allow what? You'll see. Why is my mouse not working? For the love of all the gods. Ah, that's why. Okay. Defragmenting brain, talking to itself